Let's see. Got any aces?
I'll give 2.
All right. Do you have a 10 and an 8?
Deal me in one more card.
All right. How about an ace card that doesn't belong to this deck?
Wouldn't that just be the rules of the card game?
Yep, pretty much. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Rider Time Archive here on the Morphin Network. Are you guys adjusting to the time zone change? We certainly aren't. That's why we're exactly. And just yeah, gotta shake you up to give you a life. Not even love. Just play your ace, man. All right, we're here to discuss Kamen Rider Blade, episodes 43 through 46. And the hyper battle video. Okay, let's get the hyper battle video out of the way real quick. It's just like
it's 10 minutes long, and it pretty much already explains what we already know.
Yeah, basically, this is basically the first of many hyper battle videos to follow a particular formula. Maybe it was Fives, but more so Blade. Yeah, basically, we get a recap of everything that happened. Well, not everything that happened. It's like, we're gonna arbitrarily like bring up every writer in the show so far and discuss their abilities very briefly, create some kind of out of nowhere conflict just so that we could resolve it with some fan service. It ends up happening in Hibiki. It ends up happening in Kabuto. At least with Deno, you burn a couple of calories. With Kiva, you get to decide in what order you burn said calories. I don't even remember how the decade one happened. I think there was a sword involved. Oh well.
Well, let's just say it's unnecessary. In all honesty,
yeah, they always are.
This is pretty much like, look, the show's almost over, and you probably like have been like either not watching, procrastinating and watching, or like you secretly are like you made fun of people watching the show, but then you're kind of like interested, so you're peeking over at the side of the angle, like watching when you're washing dishes. But then you go back, it's like, are you watching the show? That's stupid. No, you're stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much that's what these are. It's a pretty much like, yeah, so the show is about 4 guys living in one house with one woman.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, no shit. Nothing there.
Girl.
Plus a little girl and her mom.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're trying to stuff it all down your throat in like less than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It really, really is unnecessary for someone who has watched the show and has information about it. Not to mention, I'm like, okay, so you're kind of giving spoilers here.
Mm-hmm.
For anyone who has not seen the show, because you're already introducing all 4 riders. But again, it's like, ask yourself, why was this made? Why are the hyper battle videos ever made? It's like those who
sell product.
Those who watch the show know who they are, but if you're trying to get someone involved with the show, it's like, yeah, wait, who's that? Who's that? Wait, what did that? How did that guy do that? Like, shh, quiet.
Yeah. And then in the age of gimmick toys, they try to sweeten the deal by giving you an arbitrary gimmick toy with your hyper battle video. Examples that we've already covered include the fresh orange lockseed, or the kangaroo medal, or the TV and bear full bottles, because Terebi Kuma. Terebikuma. Terebikum. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, who in their right mind, other than that, it's kind of
I'll
it's
say
so it's so shameful that like in America, if that were, I mean, it was a thing. It was a thing when Shonen Jump used to when they used to publicate Shonen Jump.
yeah.
And like they would have like some stuff. I remember when they were like releasing like promo Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Oh man, Elemental Hero Stratos. I actually have them. And
When they
Wicked Avatar.
when they were re-releasing the God cards,
Mhm.
and obviously Obelisk was the most common one to find. But then it's like, oh yeah, Ra and Slifer were literally like you had to buy certain issues of Shonen Jump magazine just to get those.
US monthly.
Yeah, it was monthly. So again, in Japan, no, that does not happen. I have seen, a kid has to be a regular little asshole to actually rip the plastic off and take it. Here in the States, it's like you can't keep that shit sealed because it goes against our national rights. No, that's called stealing, which is not a right you have.
Oh yeah, no. Sometimes in the public library, they would have Shonen Jump issues where they didn't even check for the for the promo cards, and it's just right there with that rubbery adhesive that they paste the card onto the magazine. And if you came to the public library just like with just the right timing, you could you could like flip through the library's copy of the book and then just peel the card out and no one will be the wiser.
Yeah, but people were not that smart.
Yeah.
That had happened to me a few times. I'm like, should I take it? It's like, technically this isn't part of the book. It's just like, whatever. And but just going to the store and seeing a bunch of ripped open Shonen Jumps, like it was embarrassing, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I've seen the same thing with Playboy magazines at Barnes and Noble. Like there would be like once in a while, Playboy would release an issue with with a promotional poster, but like in order to like have the poster with the magazine, you need to have it inside like this envelope, and I would see the envelope ripped open so that someone could take the poster.
Yeah, no, it just showed like, what? Okay, there's either two reasons: one, you're poor, or two, you're just like that's all you wanted. You didn't give a crap about anything else.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, all right, fine, no, fine, okay, but now that's a product no one's gonna buy. You just ruined an entire like shipment just because of that. Now they're not going to sell it. Now no one wants it.
Yeah.
I mean, possibly like just some whatever person who's reading Shonen Jump or whatever, or Playboy. It's like, oh yeah, no, I wanted my issue for this month's whatever. But now it's like, yeah, you totally tarnished it, bro.
Yeah.
You totally disrespected it. Yeah. Which again, it's like, yeah, it does not happen often in Japan, but when it does, it's like,
yeah. This is why I hate those live streams where like people open Pokemon card packs. It's like you're willing to ruin an entire pack in hopes of seeing someone pull a card that you're definitely not gonna touch. I mean, yeah, the card shop still makes money off of like the stream, but the thing is, no one's gonna have that gotcha moment when like they buy the pack themselves and open it and find that card.
It's like, why
for me? I only collect commons, but still.
It's like, why are you happy? Like, you didn't open the pack. That's not your card.
Mm-hmm.
But like, why are you so like, oh my god, look at what I'm like, yeah, cool, he got it, but why are you so excited?
Yeah.
Why are
You're
you
paying
so
for
happy?
him to open it, but wouldn't you rather come to the store yourself, spend that same money on the pack yourself, and then keep the card if you find it?
No.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah,
Yeah.
the hyper battle videos are pretty much just like a small little like if about half of it is review and dump and lore dumping, while the other half is pretty much just a whole skit that they came up with out of nowhere.
Yeah. So and funny enough, Blade's hyper battle video is actually my first exposure to Blade specifically. So here I am watching this guy. Like I've never seen Blade before. I'm like thinking it's like, oh, is it a guy who uses swords? Is he a vampire hunter like the Daywalker? And it's like, and then like I see a guy on a computer typing. It's like, man, you should see the stuff I saw in the last, let's see, 8 months. So you got Blade, who is based on he was based on a spade, and like if he uses this card, he can do this attack. But if he does this 3-card combo, it's like, and like on the screen you see like the card combinations, like it's freaking Yu-Gi-Oh! And because you see those fusion scores, like I'm like, is this a Yu-Gi-Oh! Themed Kamen Rider? Is this the Yu-Gi-Oh! Themed Kamen Rider? Keep in mind, at that point, I've mostly seen Kabuto, a little bit of Den-O, the penultimate episode of Hibiki, and the first 2 episodes of Ryuki. That is my entire exposure. Oh, and that one scene from Fies where Kiba becomes Orga. But other than that, it's like I've never had any exposure to Blade. I don't know what the theme is. I've never seen the costumes, and like I'm like, why are they playing Yu-Gi-Oh on the freaking Kamen Rider? That's sick. And I don't know who this third guy is, but I like how he has like a drill snail thing.
Yeah, and they kept using the soundboard from Yu-Gi-Oh on this show. So
Ding.
honestly, it like I said, if you're not a fan, why are you watching? And if you are a fan, why are you watching? Because in all honesty, it just it reviews everything that we have already known and have already seen and experienced at this point. Hell, it even made it so that we have this whole thing with like it kind of also gave us spoiler in a way in this, because again we show final like King and the secondary form.
Well, the Hyper Battle video was released on October 4th, 2024. So this was the day after episode 25 came out. So while it didn't necessarily spoil King form, it did, however, spoil the fact that Mutsuki had like a yellow version of Change Spider instead of a purple version.
Yeah, there was a lot of things here that I'm like, yeah, no, we know, but if you're introducing someone into the show at this point, this is massive spoilers. Also, the fact of like why this undead, random undead that it is, like
Trial.
what was? Oh, it was a trial.
It was a trial.
What was your purpose?
You know, at least with Metal Sonic, it made sense when you play through all 4 stories. Like, the life form data has been copied. ultimate life form data has been copied. Chaos data has been copied.
I mean, also it kind of like, oh yeah, I forgot that Kotaro was an investigator. I forgot he was a journalist in this show.
Yeah.
He was just I always just saw him as our landlord.
Yeah, yeah, like he's still journaling. Well, technically, in the previous batch of episodes, we did see him go to his editor, and the editor's like, no, 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 we don't mess with Tenoji. We don't mess with Tenoji. Why are you trying to mess with Tenoji? Are you trying to get us fired?
Fired, I'm only gonna get killed.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, yeah, no. I mean, it's, oh yeah, that's right. And so he's just like using Shiori's computer just because I guess there's no other computers in this house. And it's like, oh yeah, no. I'm just doing my job, like, writing about the Kamen Riders and whatnot. I'm like, okay, but why are you in my room using my computer?
And why did you take the Blay Rouser?
That's because like Ken let me borrow it.
Mm-hmm.
No, he didn't.
No, you didn't.
No, he didn't.
No,
you
didn't.
took it. Although it's funny because we saw Ken before, and it's like, okay, did you want the belt or not? Because you saw it and then you walked away, and then we found out you were a trial. But then the real Ken showed up, and he's kind of mad at you, Kataro, that you took his belt.
To be fair, Kotar kept it hidden. It's like, I'm sure glad that Ken did not see me have this under the table. Yeah. But yeah, no, like it's like why was Kenzaki in Shirori's room? So yeah, like people are like reasonably pissed at the real Kenzaki. It's like, why are you guys pissed at me? I literally just came home.
And it's like, wait, you weren't just here, but we saw you.
What are you talking about?
I had just gotten home, and we see Ken with the red scarf.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a dead giveaway. Like, how do you not notice the red scarf?
Because they're Kamen Riders.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, the red scarf, the imposter with the red scarf thing, that has been a trope for a good minute at this point in time, because even next year there's like a Maji Ranger special where Kai becomes like basically a second Maji Shine, but you could tell which Maji Shine is Kai and which one's is Hikaru because Kai has a red scarf.
The whole thing with the red scarf, obviously, the Kamen Rider is what made the red scarf a thing.
Yeah.
The Sentais had capes back in the day. The original Sentais had capes. Until finally one day they said no capes.
No capes.
No capes.
No cape.
They decided to go with the scarf motif for like a season or two.
Yeah.
Which again, you're kind of treading on like same company but trademarked. Mm-hmm. Okay. Not to mention like very, very few or rarely does a Sentai or any other hero have a cape or something draped over themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The Kamen Rider, that just for some reason that was a thing that they did, and I think the premise of that was, like we said back in Ichigo, it was based off of Golden Skull, and Golden Skull had a cape, but it's like no, we're not trying to make a rip off of Golden Skull. We're trying to make our own hero. So what can we give him?
Mm-hmm.
How about a flowy scarf?
Very unique.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, for the longest time in the Showa era, all the riders had flowy scarves
Yeah, believe it
or
or
an
not,
ascot or whatever it is you want to call it. But towards the Showa era, towards the 80s, that kind of went away.
yeah, I think Z Cross was the first one to not have a scarf.
Yeah, Z-Cross, and then from Black to RX, J and all of them, even up to Kuga. And even up to this point, no riders had scarves.
Yeah.
I don't think they would have scarves or any type of accessory like that. I was gonna say double, but no, not. I mean, double doesn't count because Skull is literally.
The first one from his era.
Yeah, Skull literally is what the Kamen Rider was supposed to be. That was their idea. Was
Yeah,
what
I
was
just
Skull?
looked
Yeah,
it up. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
no joke. You
Skull
learned
and
something
Double were
today.
the first. Skull and W were the first say riders to have scarves.
Yeah, you learned something, right? You learned something today. That Skull originally was Ishinomori Sensei's idea for the Kamen Rider. They never used it because they said that was too scary for families to watch. But years later, we wound up having it, and then make an anime series and another animated series based off of it. So it's like, okay, what was scary about this? I don't know. It was just dealing with skulls. So we did not have scarves or anything of the sort. Very, very few, if rarely. Yes, some Kamen Riders since like Forze, like obviously Double had the scarf. You know, Wizard had his mantle. Drive had his tire.
Mm-hmm.
Ghost had the icons and the jackets, but not really much an accessory wise for Kamen Riders, especially right now. Gaim has not Gaim. Zetz has no gimmick such as that.
Except for being muscular.
Oh my god, what the fuck with that episode?
Are you talking about like the first appearance of Catastrom, or are you talking about the newest one that just came out?
Yeah, the newest one.
Yeah, that was kind of
My god. I normally don't watch it, but I did. And I was like, oh my god. And we're also getting a second opening.
Yeah. Wait,
Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But yeah, apparently now it's a whole thing of, wait, I don't know who is who, which Ken is who. I don't know.
Yeah, at first, Muski's like, hold on, guys. I'm talking like class of my school. I'm sure I could deduce it. It's this one, and then he attacks the real Kenzak. It's like, ugh. And then Tajima's like, hold it right there. Hold on. I've known him the longest. If anyone can figure out who it is, it's me. And he's like, bang, and he shoots the wrong one. And then like Hajime shows up, and like there's several ways this could go about. Like he could say, "Oh, I could smell which one's the real one because he's human. The other in the trial smells like an undead," or you could make like a real comedy angle by expanding on that. It's like, oh yeah, I could tell them apart by smelling them. I'll attack the fake one, and accidentally ends up attacking the real one. But thankfully, that's not what happens. Like, unlike Tachibana, who's a himbo, and Mutsuki, who, well, he doesn't really qualify to be a him or a bo. What's it called? It's like, hey, Blade. It's like, huh. It's like that's the one. It's like, oh, thank goodness. And then the other two writers, they use Tapir and Zebra in order to create a clone. So basically there's three blades now. It's like one becomes Jack form and the other becomes King form. and the two of them attack Ace form together. Yay!
Honestly, the whole like I don't know which is which because Mitsuki decides to attack and he attacks Ken and even Tachiban's like I don't know I can't tell they're both pretty close to it. Like, even Hajime.
How do you not even notice the scarf? That's the thing for me.
I'm like, do you not notice the big red scarf around the neck? When has Blade ever had that? And they're like, I don't know if he does have a scarf. I never really paid attention. We're usually fighting for our lives in these situations. I'm like, no, that's a valid point. That is a very valid point to make. We're not at Fashion Week. Like, we're not looking at each other's outfits. We're like, yeah, when we put these things on, we're fighting for our lives. I'm like, you know, that's a valid point to make. How do we not know he doesn't have a scarf? But yeah, again, it's one of those things that I'm like, okay, well, at least it shows now Mitsuki has actually become a good boy. And Hajime is somewhat tolerable in this because obviously it's like, yeah, I know comedy slapstick it be a thing, you know, that's what this is. We're supposed to have fun. And obviously, yeah, both the secondary and final form do defeat the imposter, and we finally wrap it all up with Kotaro and Shiori like giving back Ken his cards and just, you know, the Kamen Rider will save the day and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So on.
Wait, Hajime, how'd you know that I was the real one? Oh, when I shouted Blade, you reacted slower. Wait, are you saying I'm stupid? I didn't say that. I just said you're slow.
I'm not saying you're smart. But then again, it's like, okay, Hajime, why the fuck are you being such an ass when at this point of the show you're not?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, as said before, like this came out like after episode 35 aired, but the clues hint that it takes place right after 42. So like like with some exceptions, like many times before, hyper battle videos we don't consider canon.
Anyway, that was the hyper battle video.
Yeah. Now we could get on to the meat of the episodes. Episode 43. And what's really interesting is that episode 43 and 44 are basically a two-parter, and then 45 and 46 are basically a two-parter. Technically a three-parter if you think about it, but you know, we're going to focus on just the two episodes.
Let me see here. Oh god. Okay. Let me see.
Hello.
What?
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Yeah, basically basically where we last left off from episodes 41 and 42, we do find a new undead who referred to as Titan, and he got off scot-free.
Friend or foe, episode 43. Yeah, this one, honestly, after everything that we had gone through, after everything that we had been through, I'm like, okay, are we actually going to get some type of like actual canon events happening here?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because yeah, so the spider or the spider is gone now. It's dead. Mitsuki is now returned to being a good boy, technically.
Yeah.
It made me worry as if like, okay, are we actually doing something now? Or is this all just like, you know, like they're gonna reset the events of which happened?
That's a good question.
And overall, no, we're sticking to it. We're sticking to the canon events of what has happened, Mitsuki is now a good boy now. He's no longer being talked by milfy tiger mommies. He's no longer being jerked around by the voices in his head of Willem Dafoe. He is just he is with his girlfriend now.
Yes.
Properly. And he is like, no, things are good. Things are good, as they should be. And I'm like, are you not going to be a tool anymore, Mitsuki? Because if you were, I was this close, Mitsuki. I was this close of ending your life. I was so close.
Sorry, I screwed up. Emiliaccio.
But let's see here. But yes, we do have two undead in this episode, which causes a literal, pointing fingers at everybody.
Yep.
Now, again, Mitsuki, I'm like, Mitsuki hasn't been paying attention that much. But Tachibana, you and Ken, also Hajime, should already figure out, you know what? They wouldn't do this. That doesn't sound like them.
Yeah.
But the whole time you're getting jerked around, god damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, so do you remember that we also had a king running around? We had one of those around. Yeah, so, remember him? The dorky guy with glasses? Yeah, that's our king, ladies. Mm-hmm. That's our king right there. Apparently, we ran into another undead, which, again, I thought this was a scorpion, but it's not.
It's both.
Yeah, apparently two undeads fused together. Mm-hmm. And became this thing, which is Titan. Yeah, it's a mixture of both the scorpion and the chameleon because it's able to blend. It's able to camouflage itself and hide, but also delivers poisonous attacks, which apparently causes. And I use that in parentheses because I don't believe it for shit. That Ken and Tachibana have just been randomly attacking people. Mm-hmm. Which I don't believe that is the case. Because watching the show, you're like, okay, isn't it kind of weird that anytime that both Ken and or Tachibana show up, they are just quiet, mute, completely aloof? Yeah. Like there is no reason for them to do these things, like stab Hajime's picture with the fork. Even though that's kind of creepy.
Mm-hmm. Stab a picture of Hajime with the fork right in the eyes. Hit him right between the eyes. Hit him right between the eyes.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy, It is rather creepy about that, especially little Sissa Mane. I'm like, my God. I'm like, okay, good, Ken, good. But no, it's not Ken. The whole thing of running interference with Mitsuki on a date and trying to push a statue on him and his girlfriend, trying to sabotage the mission by running interference. It's like, wait, why would they do that? Only to the conclusion, they did fight the undead. They did, get hurt. It's just that the poison is probably causing them to, not think properly, like they're under mind control.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that it? Is that really it?
It would have worked so well if that were the case.
But no, it's not. It's like, because I was like, no, that doesn't seem right. Like, everything that's happening, I was like, so where the hell is Ken and Tachibana? They're doing what they said they were going to do. They've been out, literally turning over every single rock to try and find, what's going on. Because, did you forget we have an Ultraman in this show?
Oh, yeah, Tennoji.
Yeah, so Mr. Tennoji pretty much has the slab from 2001: A Space Odyssey and keeps rambling about that God is in there.
I mean, according to the canon of 2001, you wouldn't be too far off.
But either or, it's like everyone looks at at him and be like, I think Ultra 7 needs to be put in a home. I think he really needs some good mental health, someone to watch over him, because he keeps talking to the slab as if the slab is actually talking back to him. And what is that? And what is that graded PSA card he has in his pocket?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but apparently it's a fake. You heard me. It's a fake. It's a fake. It's a Logan Paul fake.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get there in a minute, but I stand by what I said. It's a fake. But yeah, the whole episode pretty much like hovers around that Tachibana and Ken are being absolute a-holes to everybody. Attacking Hajime, attacking Mitsuki, just being absolute dicks, and also attacking random civilians.
Yeah, this sounds way out of character.
Yeah, I'm like, again, for you, Mitsuki, and for you, Hajime, doesn't that seem strange? Why would... Oh, but they're under mind control. Who said? Even if they were under mind control, you know that they would actually fight it. It wouldn't be like a simple, like, oh, yeah, no. And even if it was a small dose, it doesn't really make much sense that a small dose has that much potency.
Yeah.
Regardless.
But you see, Titan doesn't just have any poison. It's a super special, awesome poison.
Regardless, the whole episode is pretty much like we're trying to figure out if it's true or not that Ken and Tachibana are actually causing these heinous crimes around town. Because not only did they run interference, but they've also been like I said, attacking random ass strangers and causing the nonsense to continue to happen. Only for it's like, yeah, we find out that it's not, because apparently the dumbass decides to go to the coffee shop and try to blend in, but only to realize, yeah, that's right, the Joker's here.
Yep.
He can so tell that it's not Ken.
Yeah,
are you stupid?
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, being a hybrid makes you dumber.
Is that the whole? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go. And instead of like, yeah, so Ken and Tachibana are not there. Mitsuki's out and about in Tokyo, and you go back to the coffee shop where obviously our Mantis boy is there, who's not really a human.
Yeah, our Mantis boy, who's not really a mantis, but is actually a cockroach.
And that he knows when an undead walks into his territory. It's like, yeah, I didn't really plan this out, did I? No, you didn't.
No, you did not.
No, you did not, because now he knows, because it's like, wait, Ken walked in and I sensed an undead.
Mm-hmm.
So it can't be Ken. It can't be him. Yeah, okay. But God knows why. In the last 5 minutes of this episode, we have all four riders now meet up again. All of them, every single one of them, they meet up again. And again, Ken, no, Hajime, you know that it's a lie. You know that it's an imposter running around. And yet, oh no, I'm still going to kick your ass. Why? Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we starting a fight under the overpass? If you know it's a fake, why are you? I think he just wanted to confirm that this was the real Ken.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, again, you don't sense an undead. You know it's an undead, so why the heck did you even bother? Because it's written in the script.
Yeah. Only the script knows.
And yeah, we everything comes to light. Everything's like, yeah, we go again. Not much happened in episode 43.
Yeah. It's mostly just set up for 44.
Yeah.
Oh, also you got Mitsuki, like one, he's like, I'm not good enough to be a rider because I got mind controlled by the spider undead. Again.
I'm like, Mitsuki, first off, it's good to have you back.
The real you.
The real you.
Not the emo you.
But, seriously, Mitsuki,
get over yourself.
You gotta grow up, kid. You gotta do it because no joke, you decided to do this. You accepted it. You're not playing hero. You are trying to be a hero. So now it's time to do hero stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately you start fighting Tachibana.
Yeah.
But then that leads into episode 44. 4 cards.
Appropriately titled.
Yeah. All the Kamen Riders get together to fight the Titan, and the Blade King forms his new attack combo, the 4 cards.
Yeah, which is basically a 4 of a kind with 6s.
Yeah, this whole time we're getting this. We do have a little bit of a story with our Ultra 7 as to what he has been doing. And pretty much he has another ace up his sleeve.
Literally.
But if you've been keeping count and if you've been watching this show, you're like, wait a minute, they nearly have all the aces. What do you mean that there's another ace?
Yeah, all 4 of them are aces.
So how come? What do you mean there's a 5th ace? That's got to be bullshit. I'm like, yeah. You see, the guy's a scalper.
Mm-hmm.
He made a bunch of fake cards, and none of them actually worked.
That one dude with the 3 Exodias.
Yeah, he pretty much just he just decided one day, like a little 4-year-old kid that was like, fed up with all the other kids' bullshit. He just decided to make his own Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon card, and say like this is the best card that ever will exist because no one can beat it and it's mine because it's only me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what our Ultra 7 did. Because he winds up flicking the card at the post, and the post actually accepts it and brings the damn thing to life.
Ay.
It's the Cerberus.
Oh, look at that. If you've seen the movie, you get the reference. If you did not see the movie, you're probably very confused, and rightfully so.
Yeah, for some reason, the final card made was the Guardian of Hell in Greek mythology, the 3-headed beast or 3-headed dog, Cerberus. And most people I know, isn't it? I know Caraberos. We know.
Yeah.
Okay, we know. But Cerberus sounds more metal as fuck.
Yeah.
Isn't it kind of crazy? Like in Japanese media, every time that Cerberus ever comes in, or even in American media, every time that they bring in Cerberus, it's not just like a single dog head with 3 identical dogs heads. It's got to be like it's got to be 3 different breeds of dogs.
Yeah,
obviously they will say like. Obviously, they'll say like, "Oh, yeah, they're 3 Dobermans. It's 3 Dobermans." Like, well, they'll have the head of a Doberman. They'll have the head of like either a hound dog or some type of like pug bulldog, and then they'll have a French poodle. Like just for the joke, it's like for some reason, or it's a freaking weenie dog or a Chihuahua.
Yeah, even in Q Ranger, like they had the Kerberos Voyager, where it's like the front head is a
Doberman.
yeah, Doberman. The one head is a shepherd
It's
or
a
husky,
shepherd. Yeah,
and the third one is a bulldog.
yeah, I have seen that one. I have someone. It's always every single time. Like I've never seen other than like the video game Hades or even the Disney version of Hercules.
Well, in the Disney version, it actually is. They are identical heads.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like those are the only medias, other possibly than the God of War series, that anytime that Cerberus was ever like brought into the light, that it was three identical dogs' heads. Most other media always mixes the dog heads.
Yeah.
Like it's a singular dog body with like, okay, yeah, that's the body of a Great Dane, and it has the head of a Great Dane, but then there's a bulldog and then there's a little Chihuahua head.
Yeah.
Or there's like just or there's like
and then there's one piece where like one of the three heads is a hyena.
Yeah. It's like that. That's just a running joke every time Cerberus is brought into the light. Is that for some reason we got to have it be an intimidating, big, menacing dog, but then for some reason the other two heads or even one head is like, I should laugh. I should totally laugh.
That's probably where the King Ghidorah meme came from.
Well, the King Ghidorah meme, obviously, it's like, a lot of people like, no. The King Ghidorah meme did not start nothing. It kept rolling with it. It made it more obvious. That's like, oh yeah, no. Well, we couldn't have like a 3-headed monster and have different heads, but it's like the fact that like one of them is just silly. Mm-hmm. Until it got its head ripped off and regenerated, and then it became a complete asshole after that. It's like, yeah. So there's Kevin, there's Michael, and then there's Eddie. Yeah. Eddie is a good boy. We know he's a good boy. But yeah, no, that's the thing with this thing is apparently again humanoid. But it's got like a really intimidating metal as fuck arm gauntlet on one side, and then the other is just a bulldog face. Mm-hmm. They never stopped with like the ragging on Cerberus. Yeah. I'm like, no, you know what? But I do enjoy that. I do actually like that. At least we're trying to put some type of like comedy in here. Like this thing is intimidating as all hell, but I'm like, oh yeah, the main head, the side, those are cool, but then it's got like this little pug face. Mm-hmm. Like what? He's been sick? Reach for my strong hand. Oh God.
No, oh God. The other one. The other one's too weak.
No. Yeah. So
I have to say, your joke really deserved a round of applause.
I'm gonna applaud with my strong hand.
Yeah, really either or. A standing ovation.
Either or. It's like, yeah. So apparently, our Ultra created another ace. As for why he did it, we're not really sure. It's kind of it does get brought up, but at the same time, it's like, oh, he just did it just because he could, instead of wondering if he should. It's literally the Ian Malcolm from Jurassic Park bit all over again. Yeah. It's the whole thing about like, yeah, so you figured it out. You didn't know what you had, and then you're slapping on a plastic lunchbox, and now you're selling it. Yeah, that's pretty much what you did. Because you didn't really know what, in fact, you were actually doing. Because, yeah, when Cerberus came out, it killed all of your staff. except for you.
Wow, we're really jumping ahead to episode 45, aren't we?
Well, again, what I mean, in 44, what happens?
Well, in 44, everyone realizes, oh yeah, no, we've all been played, and then everyone's just like sitting in the room together, Poirot style, and then Hajime seemingly has like an episode where Joker goes berserk, but turns out it was all a ploy to like get the Scorpion thing to come out. And it's like, oh yeah, no, we were faking this whole time. Yeah, even in my Joker form, I have full control, and I went into it just to lure you out, which is very impressive, Hajime. And then like when they chase after it, they find Amane like complete like being all injured. It's like I was looking for Hajime, but like a monster attacked me. He went that way.
Nope.
And I guess who figures out what was really going on? It's like, wait a minute. She said Hajime. She didn't say Mr. Hajime.
Yeah, no. Again, the undead, they're not smart. They're not smart, like they want to think they think that they believe they have it all under control when in actuality they don't.
Yeah. For me, it was like that scene from Dogma when they were at that boardroom and they massacred everyone except one woman. It's like, no, you're good. Like all these other people, they're terrible people, but you're the only good person here. And then, like as soon as like they're about to like walk out of the board, it's like, but you did say bless you when I sneezed earlier. Come on, Loki, come on, let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, that was enough to get the Titan to come out. Yeah, you're right. So they finally figured out that no one was under mind control. No one was involved with any type of brain control or suggestive thoughts. It pretty much was, there was an asshole running around, faking everything.
Mm-hmm.
In the convenient times that so-and-so and so-and-so were actually out and about doing their job.
Yep.
So there was no mind control. There was no hostages. It was just pretty much, I'm going to be a dick for dick's sake.
For no other reason.
But of course, that kind of, our king who made the Titan do it kind of has a little bit of like an epiphany in his mind. Even so much that I think it's either this episode or the next one where him and Mitsuki actually have a conversation about that.
Oh yeah, it's the next episode.
But yeah, we do I believe those were the last two undeads that needed to be taught.
So we're down to the last two, which are Hajime and King.
Yeah, so we have apparently everyone now has their decks already constructed somewhat.
Except for Tachibana, of course.
So now we get into episode 44.
45.
Yeah, so summarize what I said a while back pretty much is what happened.
Yeah, so basically, we got that new undead, all the scientists were killed. I'm like, well, ain't this quite the shocker?
It's not so much that this was a shocker. It was more like, what took you so long to get to this point?
Oh, no, because it's like shocker, they killed their scientists. But, yeah.
Well, I mean, whenever someone says that, oh, I'm going to speak to God, but then I have gone against God's will and created something that was outside of God's hands, I'm like, what do you think is going to happen? I'm like, again, you're saying that you are God, but you want God to speak to you and this and that. So what is it? Which is it? Are you trying to get God's attention, or are you just trying to piss in God's eye? Because, yeah, you created a fake card, a fake monster, and claim it's like a super ultra rare when it's not. And again, just like with most fan-made cards that they try to make a thing, it's completely broken.
Oh yeah, yeah. So now that Mutsuki has all of his cards, apparently Kenzaki had the elephant card this whole time. Yeah, it's like, yeah, Mutsuki ends up in a fight against not Trial, against Cerberus, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna play Queen and King together. It's like, wait, hold on, no, and then he just tapirs Elephant back into the field, and it's like, and they try to double team, but then he quickly absorbs Elephant and then bitch slaps Mutsuki.
But remember, Mitsuki decides to go and have a conversation with the king.
Yeah.
Which kind of is like, why do we have to do this? Why do we have to fight each other? Like, we could just coexist if you guys want. And it's like,
why should we?
Why should we? But at the same time, it's like, well, isn't that what already we're doing? I mean, I get what Dommy Mommy Tiger Mommy was talking about.
Yeah,
but at the same time,
relegated to the corner of the earth. But what about stag beetles?
But it's like, okay, darling, here's the thing: the dominant species on this planet is not humans.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about a population of, we are like not even in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
We're not. I think that there's only one group of animal or species that outnumbers humans like 100 to 1.
Cockroaches,
insects. It's like, yeah, there are more creepy crawlies on this planet than there are people.
Mm-hmm.
Without you even realizing it.
Yeah, check your food next time.
Like, seriously, look it up. Again, some people might be like, oh my God, like this other. No. Humans are not the dominant species, but again, it's like that's just how life is, I guess. Again, I've even questioned, how did humans actually win this if they have no claws, no fangs, no talons,
sapiens?
It's pretty much they just used their big brain, and it's like, but
that's the interesting thing. Humans aren't even the smartest species on Earth.
If for some reason, again, if they had such big brains, why is the population full of knuckleheads? Give or take the generations, that has regressed. Well, okay. Mm-hmm. Regardless, it just, again, it's like, well, we all coexist on the same planet, right?
Wrong.
It's like, well, you guys, take the resources and, invade our homes and blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, if mankind were to leave, then you would all take over again. Yeah, that's why we're trying to make this happen. But again, it's wrong. And as that was going on, Mr. Tojibe shows up with the Cerberus.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that thing is broken as all hell because, we
absorbs the elephant card, and then bitch slaps Mutsuki. And then while Kenzaki can't seem to withdraw his check, so too Joker has a fight against Cerberus and gets thrown off a bridge. And then gets lasered into like oblivion.
Yeah. I thought the Cerberus was unbeatable.
Yeah, and then freaking Tachibana finds Joker, but then Joker seems to have some heart failure and falls unconscious.
Is this just another trick?
Is it?
No.
Is it
No.
really?
No.
Look into your heart, Gohan. Is it a trick?
Yeah, because all we see is that, the Cerberus does get beat. We do get the cards back, but I'm like, I thought the Cerberus couldn't be defeated. Like, is that not what you kept saying, old man Ultraman? Like that the Cerberus is broken and he cannot be beaten. He is invincible. Well, they just beat him.
Exactly as I planned. Wait, what? Yes, I wanted them to beat Cerberus so that I could have him sealed away into a Rouse card so I myself can turn into Cerberus. Wait, what?
Are you saying that you literally did this just to give yourself a fucking belt?
You know, you could have just, I don't know, built one. You got the money.
I mean, you already had the damn thing in the card. Why did you? You could have used it regardless. But obviously, some light has been shown because of Board. That Board is actually
not the good guys.
Yeah, Board has actually been a bunch of Nazis this whole time.
Yeah. Well, at least Shocker's open about it.
Yeah, they just don't. It was it really? I'm like, I can understand the president and what he was trying to do. That I don't throw shade at him. But again, everyone in this whole company has just been about the undead and what they can get out of them instead of trying to stop it.
Yeah.
Because again, they're like, oh, well, yes, but think of the potential, the power, what we can learn from them. You know, there's a reason why no one has bothered to learn anything about this, because it's out of our hands and out of our understanding to know. But apparently some fools think that they know better than everyone else.
Ain't that the problem?
Which is why the apocalypse was pretty much jump-started on a whim. Again, there are rules for this stuff to happen. It was supposed to happen gradually.
Over the course of God knows how long, once every 10,000 years.
And yet, what the fuck? You pretty much released the floodgates when there was no need to.
Yep.
So, the Cerberus and the president, there really is no reason as for why this is the way it is. At least by these episodes, we don't understand why. You know?
Yeah.
Because to me, it just doesn't. It makes no sense. So we're trying to stop the apocalypse, but you're trying to make it happen so you could do what exactly? You're human. So the humans were the ones that were supposed to win, right? Then why the hell did you create the Kamen Riders if that was the case, and only for them to want them dead? You're right. This old man does need a nursing home. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He has no idea. It's like, I just want... Oh, yeah, you wanted to piss in God's eye, pretty much. That's what you wanted to do. You wanted to talk to him, but you wanted to say, open your eye. Yeah.
And not the next prize.
And then just so then what? I don't know. I never really thought I'd get this far.
Well, ain't that convenient?
Oh my God.
I know. I totally understand your headache right now.
I'm like, with the president, it's one thing, creating the trials and everything. Again, his orders were just to do it. Okay, fine, you did it. But the actual main, once you figure out what exactly the plan was, you're kind of there is a lot of holes here.
Oh, absolutely.
There is a lot of holes here. Seriously, this isn't like a simple patch job. No. This whole damn thing is like it's like the filter on a watering can.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are so many holes here that it's almost painful. So you wanted the Cerberus to be the number one, but wouldn't that mean that humans would also be dead too?
Yeah. Humans will only survive if human undead wins. But in case you haven't forgotten, he is definitely not winning. He already lost. He forfeited.
But you make it seem as though this is the better outcome. Okay. All right. We're down to the last one.
Yeah, surprisingly. Yeah, no, episode 45 just ends like with them getting their butts mostly kicked. They try to seal it. But then it turns out that like, oh yeah, no, I sealed it, so now I have the card. By the way, all y'all are fired. Moving on to the next episode. 10 OG is sitting in his room, like snuggled up with the monolith.
Yeah. Tenoji is really, really just like, again, your whole thing has been for the past couple of episodes that you wanted to talk to God. And you literally just spit in God's eye. But now you want to claim that you are God because you created a fake card and now putting it in circulation. Yeah. Not realizing that the people are not stupid, all right? They know real product when they see it. And even like everyone else, like, wait, we already have all the aces. What do you mean? Like, I added a fifth ace. Why? There's no suit. There's no supporting cards. There's no kings, jacks, or queens. There's no 1 through 10. You just created a random card worse than the Joker. At least the Joker at times makes sense for it to be in the deck. I made another. What's the suit? It's just an ace. No, but what's the suit?
There is no suit.
There is no suit. Okay, then why even bother? It killed all your scientists. It killed everything because I want to be the better man. So you don't want mankind to win, but you want you to win. Mm-hmm. Isn't that mankind winning regardless? Oh, I get it. You're one of those guys that you want to destroy the world in order for you to rebuild it in your image.
Exactly. I'm glad you see eye to eye with me.
Oh, man. You know, I know that there have been 9 games, but it's kind of crazy that the Resident Evil series has repeated the same story 9 different times and people still eat it up.
And that's not considering the spinoffs.
That now some of it is actually canon. Who would have thought Outbreak would have been canon in 9? Even though it all took place during that same time, it's like, no, those weren't canon. Those were not canon, so those were just side stories. Now it's canon. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yeah, we forgot to mention that Mitsuki almost died last episode. He got his ass kicked pretty bad.
Horribly.
You know, his girlfriend, bless her heart. That's your ride or die there, Mitsuki. I don't give a rat's ass what you say. You don't put a ring on that girl's finger, I disown you.
Yeah.
As for like everyone else, last episode we did actually get the cards back. We got the deck back. We got everything back, and everything's fine technically. But we're still kind of like, wait, what do you mean that there's an extra card? What do you mean that like you could do that? You could actually do that? Yeah.
Apparently so.
So what are we gonna do? I don't know, because he said that the card's unbeatable, that we can't beat it. Well, who said there's got to be rules here? I don't know. I don't know, honestly. Not even Hajime knows what to do, because he's never encountered something like this.
No.
I mean, BSMA is like, yeah, regardless, these are just regular animals. These are just representative of their species going and fighting in this tournament. There are no demons. There are no dragons. There are no serpentine, eldritch creatures fighting in this tournament. They're all basic mammals and animals.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're adding the fantasy gimmick, which is like, that's totally.
I mean, to be fair, Capricorn.
That's totally cheating. That's absolutely cheating. Because, oh yeah, you're bringing in Cerberus, the legendary three-headed hound of the underworld. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not part of the animal kingdom. It's dogs, isn't it?
Yeah, but still.
Again, it's that whole BS of like, the kid that when you're playing with him, he makes up some bullshit rule about that he can't die because his t-shirt reflects the bullets off of his body, or that level of ridiculousness. Mm-hmm. It's like, this
department has like 5 powers while everyone else only has 1.
Yeah, so it's like, wait a minute, what is it that you're trying to do? I'm trying to kill the Kamen Riders so I can technically become one. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, so remember last episode when I said that they couldn't beat the card, but apparently they did? Yeah. And then I sealed it? Yeah. And I said that I was going to kill the Kamen Riders because they're so out of date and they so don't need to exist anymore? Yeah.
Well, check this out.
I lied because I want to be You're already an Ultra 7. You're already an Ultraman. What more do you need? Mm-hmm. Also, I do like what they did there, that little homage when he's like, the Kamen Riders will die. And I'm like, I see what you did there. Mm-hmm. I see what you did there. And for those who don't know, Ultra 7's gimmick for transformation was actually a pair of glasses that the human would actually put on, and that would activate the transformation. There was no beta capsule. There was no like wrist thing or anything like that, or the Panku box. It was just a pair of sunglasses.
But so having Pokemon,
having our main bad guy put on his sunglasses was an homage to Ultra 7, obviously. But yes, his whole idea is that I'm tired of the Kamen Riders, but I will become the Kamen Rider, and then I will defeat the undead, and I will create the world in my image as it should be. What is that exactly? What is your perfect utopia?
One where there's no war.
Yeah, but we're talking to an old fool here who pretty much is a warmonger. It's pretty much what he wants is complete and utter like worldwide obedience to him. Which again doesn't really end too well for him in the long run. What else happened in this episode besides licking our wounds and trying to figure out what to do next?
Well, basically, he inserts a card into his arm.
Yes.
And he turns into...
He turns into the Cerberus. Yeah.
And the weird thing is, like, the Cerberus gains, like, this thing on its chest where, like, his head is sticking out.
It's his head.
It's his head. It's his own
So
head.
wouldn't that make that the weak point?
Yeah, it may as well be the Z on Lord Zed's putties.
I'm like that looks creepy and disgusting, but that's kind of a big like hit me right here kind of thing.
Yeah. You know what's even weirder is that it's like if you watch it in high enough definition, you could actually see his hair follicles.
Ugh.
It's like when I first watched it at like 480p or whatever resolution was available way back when, it's like you can't really see the follicles, so it's like, oh, it's just a white bald head with creepy eyes. Looks really appropriate. It looks pretty bad. It's pretty metal. But when you get more context and you do see the hair, it's like, ooh. Like, seriously, what the hell?
I don't know. What else happened in this episode?
Yeah, so basically, all of us have to work together. Like, we even recruit King to help us out, surprisingly. Yeah, because even the King is like, oh yeah, no, he got bloody and battered from all of this. Like,
the King decides to like help them out temporarily. He's not cool with any of them. Let's just make that very clear. He's not cool with any of coexisting or even humans in general, but there is an enemy of my enemy, and if I don't deal with it, then it's going to come after me.
Yeah.
As opposed to, like, again, why not? Because I'm the bad guy, that's why. Okay. So they do actually defeat Cerberus again.
Yes. We even finish it off by having freaking Blade King form and Chalice Wild form. Like, you combine their special attack while Garafa just like watches. And it's raining outside and it's really dark. Really good visualization. And then it's like, oh, yeah, and it's like, guys, here's the king. Here, I'll hold him off while you guys seal him. And it's like, cool. I'm not the one who's gonna be sealed. As a matter of fact, you're technically not gonna be sealed either. Watch.
Yeah, our Ultra actually got sliced in half.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's pretty good. I mean, we do get the cool scene where all of them transform while on motorcycles at the same time.
Yeah, obviously. But I mean, honestly, for our Ultra, that was possibly the nicest way he could have got out.
Yeah.
I wanted Death and Brimstone to come down on him so badly, but I'm like, well, a betrayal. Yeah, that seems about right. It's a minimum. It's the least you could do, but yeah, that's it. He winds up dead, and the king is the one that's the final boss. Which I was like, it makes more sense that Old Man Ultra 7 is the final boss more than it would be you.
Yeah. Yeah. So basically, yeah. It's like, but King, we had an agreement. No, see, I agreed that we'll work together to create a peaceful world. I just never agreed that it'll be a peaceful world with humans in it.
Well, no, I mean, even among animals, it's never peaceful.
Yeah.
I swear, if insects and animals could talk, they'd be screaming bloody murder every day, every second of every hour. Just completely. Like, it's brutal out there.
But who knows? Maybe eventually even an ant could become a superhero. Maybe one made of metal.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it.
That's it. We're
That's
done.
it.
We're done.
That's it. We're done. We're done. That
3
is
episodes of the movie left.
that is it for Kamen Rider Blade 43 through 46.
Oh,
And the Hyper Battle video.
yes. Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, I know.
I was not in control of that situation at all.
Just a little more.
Oh my god. I'm not saying that these episodes were hard to watch. They were actually entertaining to watch. It's just the fact that the time change is what killed the momentum.
Yeah, no, for us it was the time change. Incidentally, this batch of episodes also happened during a time change, I think. Hold on. I'm actually curious. 2004 time change.
These episodes came out in December.
Yeah, October 31st, which means we're way past that. But hey, daylight savings on October 31st. That's quite interesting. Very appropriate. But it's oh man. Like we're drained, like, because of the time zone changed. And yes, just the convolution of certain villains is also quite exhausting. But compared to the slog that was episodes 4 through 15, believe me, this was definitely very much an improvement.
Look, say what you will about the earlier episodes, at least now, like after the whole tonal shift, they have at least like gave a story to tell. Some of the time I kind of wondered, what exactly are we doing right now? What exactly is the point?
Yeah.
I mean, it's stupid when you think about it. I'm like, you tried to bring your wife back by opening the apocalypse again. That's stupid. You wanted to talk to God, but instead you just wanted to like rake God like over the coals about everything that they've done, and you wanted to recreate the world, the universe in your own image.
Yeah.
I will say you're already like past 60, 70 years old at this point in your life, Mr. Finance Broker. Isn't that like your right as an elderly citizen to start ragging and ripping against the higher power and everything they've done and you've seen in your own lifetime? Did you have to create a fake card to like literally make yourself feel better? I'm going to make this a thing. Are you trying to make fetch a thing? Because it's not. Stop it.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Don't even try.
Like, what was even the point? There was no point in what you were doing. And now you've left us with Mandark over there, who's our final boss.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Seriously, we've had no real actual antagonist in this show who we believed is the final boss, or who is the they weren't or they aren't, or it's like, wait, why is it this person?
Yeah.
Oh well. But in overall, I want to say that they're 9s.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on that.
Story-wise and everything, it works. In terms of the massive red flags, in terms of like plot and planning, Well, that's not on our heroes' end to worry about. That's the villains. Like seriously, like
Yeah, and heck, for once, you use a Mane in a way that didn't make us cringe.
yeah. Even though I was kind of upset with Amane just a little bit during these episodes, but whatever.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's a 9 for this session. It's a 9 through and through. We are just less than 3 episodes away in the finale and spinning the wheel to see what we will get in our next series to review.
Yeah, just a reminder, guys, of what to expect when you're when you're not expecting, to be honest. We have we're gonna have 50 choices. 3 from the Showa era, 6 from the first half of the Heisei era, and 6 from the other half. So 366.
And those are the ones that we only have available right now, not behind a paywall.
Yes, we need to unlock 2 of those 3 Showa ones just to finally unlock Stronger. And we need to get all 6 of those first 10 years in order to get Decade. And you need Decade to unlock Geo.
Yeah, there'd be many a toll booths in this
Not gonna lie though, it would be funny if somehow we make it all the way to Geo before we make it to Black RX.
I don't know. I guess just because of the time change, I really don't give a shit what we get next. It could be just the time change where I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll probably bullshit my way through it.
Yeah. So what you're saying is, if we get V3, you'll be too tired to complain.
As long as Ichio doesn't show up, I think we're good.
Oh my god, can you imagine both of us cosplaying as Ichio?
No.
That'd be silly.
I would sooner cosplay as Alphonse Pierre than cosplay ever as Ichio.
I'd be down with that. We could be Akira Date and Oran Pierre Alfonso, and then use trees to do pull-ups.
Have you seen? Was that supposed to be a Kamen Rider or a Gavin? No. It was for the Agito movie. Our boy Hiroki is in the Agito movie. They actually have shown him in the trailer. And he is an evil criminal mastermind in drag. You actually see Akira Date in a skirt, dress, eyeliner, and lipstick with a wig. And I'm like, oh, Tim Curry would be proud.
Uh-huh.
No joke. Go look it up. It's there. He actually shared it on his Insta, and I was like, no fucking way. You're in the... Okay, now I have to watch this movie. I have to watch this movie now. I have not seen anything of Agito, but apparently now I have to watch.
I just saw a picture of Rouge. Oh my god.
I am gonna watch this movie now. I have to watch this movie.
Now we have to watch that movie. Now we have to watch this movie. Hold on. I'm gonna download this image just so I can post. Shoot, it's the web. Wait, hold on. Hold on. I have a workaround for this. Hold on. It's been I've had a workaround for a long time and just forgot it even existed. Here we go. This is what we're in for.
Oh yeah. And he didn't even bother to shave.
No.
He is just sweet transvestite.
From transsexual.
Yeah, no. Before anyone comes at us for that, if I even see anything Rocky Horror related on your page, don't.
Yeah.
You're talking to a man that has actually worn that outfit.
Yeah. Oh,
and I
my.
am just like Akira Date. I am a man, but I ain't afraid I ain't afraid to take the hoops off and beat you over the head with my purse.
So I'll say this: I hope we don't land on Agito. Like, you know what's funny? For a while now, I've wanted us to land on Agito because I'm like, this should be a very simple season for us to cover.
Now it's gotten even worse.
But now it's like, no.
Now with this,
avoid Agito just so that this movie could come out on Blu-ray, and then like we could actually review the movie with Agito as it airs. And let me tell you, like, when we review the movie, you and I should both like do this. I'd attribute to the manliest man who's ever been manly.
See, here's the thing. It's not so much that, because he's in look, we get it. The same thing with Metal Yoshida, okay? This is being played up for laughs. God, I don't know what the premise is for this for Agito, in all seriousness. The fact that Hero is actually one of the villains in this thing just makes it more so.
Yeah.
And I am just like, oh, I am for this. I am here for this. And you know what? Be as in may, as I said, the Kamen Rider does have connections to such characters such as Devilman and Cutie Honey. No joke, if you watch the Agito trailer, it really gives the vibes of Cutie Honey. Especially with the man, the myth, the legend of this beefcake Akira Date, doing what he does in that trailer. It's like, yeah, I'm like, no, he's one of my favorite actors in Japan, he's a pretty great guy. But yeah, why is he in drag? Why not?
Why not?
There's that there are those photos of Sentai Rangers from Bolkinger all the way up to Ghost Sager. That they had them dress up, or in their careers have dressed up as girls.
Mm-hmm.
I think the most one that I remember from that was so convincing was Alta.
Yeah.
Alta at that time, and the photo they actually got was when Alta was actually doing the Orin High School Host Club live action show at that time.
No, what's it called? What's really funny was I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah, in Kamen Rider W, you had Philip dressed up as a woman.
Yes.
And Akiko dressed up as a man with the little mustache.
Yeah, that's always a running gag in Japan. It's like, wait a minute, how come I have to be the lady and she gets to be the man? And it's just like,
or in this case, like, why does he get to be the woman and I have to be the man?
Because it's so obvious. They know that you're a guy. They're not going to be looking for you if you're in drag. That's a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good point. But it's like, but again, yeah, well, she wanted to be a guy for a day, which I don't know why. And when the Japanese do it, especially with that whole special that they did for Shinkenger, when Mako was actually the guy character and all the boys that dressed in drag, especially Takaru, it's like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why not? It's funny. and they all had a good time doing it. I would imagine that Hero is having just a ball being like, doing what he does and shooting up the place dressed in drag. Like, how often do you say you do that?
Or, worst case scenario, he's just professional enough to know that it's just a job.
No, I know. It's like, it's just a job. He's just doing. It's like, okay, are you going to look at Patrick Swayze and Wesley Snipes and call them sissies? I bet you won't. You going to call Arnold Schwarzenegger a sissy? I bet you won't.
Not to his face.
No, well, who was it? Stallone's done it. Chris Evans has done it. Vin Diesel has done it.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Statham has done it. I think even Daniel Craig in his early days did something like that. I dare you to tell and say to these people that they're fucking sissies.
Yeah, heck, even Terrence Stamp went into full trans. Not transvestite, transgender. In
There's a difference, people. Okay, look it up. Okay, we're not using a slur here. It's two different things.
Yeah, like in Rocky Horror, I'm a sweet transvestite in transsexual Transylvania.
Yeah, we all know that Frankenfurter is a guy. He just likes to be in drag.
Yes,
that's just his thing. He's not actually. That's kind of why the reboot with Victoria Justice I felt didn't really hit. Because I'm like...
It was a reboot?
Yeah, it was horrible. It was horrible. But it was like, even though it had Tim Curry's blessing, it's like, you're not getting the point here. You can, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't, but you're missing the point. But that's a topic for another time and another podcast.
Yeah.
All I know is, for some reason, now I have to watch this Agito movie, and I know zero to nothing about Agito.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we won't get Agito until, closer to the release date of the Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe by then we'll get an actual Blu-ray. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, 10 OG is about as creepy as the child from Zetsuo. Sounds fair.
I've not seen Zio, so I wouldn't know.
Oh yeah, no, that child is creepy. You even see his hair when his head is on the undead's chest.
Yeah. No, that was disturbing.
Yeah, the first time when you watch it, you don't notice the hair. You're thinking, oh, that's a cool design. But then when you actually see the hair, it's like you're really grossed out.
You're kind of disgusted about it. Like, why did you give it hair?
Yeah. Like and it's not even like, oh, it's slightly darker shade of white. No, you actually see the bristles.
Yeah. Yeah, it's ugh.
Yeah, Lutsuki is naive through and through. Even when Kenzaki calls you out for it, you done goof.
Look, at least now it is Mitsuki, not the spider. At least we know that it's him. And you know what? It can be a little annoying. It is, honestly, but at the same time, it's like, okay, you know what? He is just a kid. That was the Mitsuki that like, where was this kid? Where did this emo version of him come from? That's not him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, this sounds about right. It's kind of crazy how I'm actually like more tolerant of the kid than I am the Spider-Man 3 version of him.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, I'm like, no, I was this close. Like I was this close of killing him myself. But it's like, no, you saved yourself. You finally like, realize I don't need to be an edgelord to be a Kamen Rider. No. Look, I know emo was very popular back in this time, okay, but at least we knew when to go all in and when to pull back a little bit, Mitsuki. So no, yeah, I get it. Like, yeah, Mitsuki can be annoying and naive and everything like that, but I am actually giving him the benefit of the doubt here, and I have not given that to this kid since like his introduction.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's a real woman.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Akira Date, I swear to God, you could win Miss Japan if you wanted to.
Yeah. Akira Date can do no wrong. Now, the character you're playing, Juoger, that's a different story, but thankfully, this is not a Juoger podcast. This is an Akira Date podcast. All Akira every day. Yeah, and that's it for the comments, guys. We hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to comment, like, subscribe to us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Hit the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We discuss Kamen Rider Blade, Kamen Rider Z, new arc, and as well as Ultraman Cosmos, Tojima Tanzabar wants to be a Kamen Rider, and Super Space Sheriff Gavan Infinity. And yeah, did our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we got the Game Raider podcast, discussing video game news and whatnot. And also, we have interviews. We recently uploaded our interview with this guy meeting the King of Beasties. And yes, that is the Canadian name for Beast Wars. That's right. Mr. Death Charge himself, Kaido, David Sobolov. And boy, I had a lot of fun learning stuff about him during his tenure with One Piece and Transformers. Yeah, I'm really impressed. That it's like Wano by itself would be like 2 years. No, wait, 4 years, because it's like 200 episodes. But yeah, it is what it is. And speaking of conventions and interviews and whatnot, want to say hi to us in person. We'll be at the following conventions at the following days: Robo Toy Fest, May 31st at the Burbank Marriott Convention Center, and Power Morphicon on August 28th through the 30th at Pasadena Convention Center. We love you guys. You can also say hi to us at our Instagram pages. But, you know, it's Sunday. Get plenty of sleep. We know we lost an hour, but hope we gained your guys' hearts because we love you. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Good night, guys.